Okay, so we're going to take a look at the scientific inquiry examination. As you can see in the directions, you're going to complete an original lab report. Okay, there are several topics you can choose from, and I want you to take note of this area here. This is any other ideas. Okay, the any other ideas part means anything you come up with, right? This is your question. This is your inquiry. What are you inquiring about? Okay. So the first link to scientific style and format, the online citation link, that's just a link to help you make the references that you'll need for this report. Okay. There's two other documents. One's the inquiry investigation overview. I'm not going to click on that now, but that's just another document that gives you an overview on how to do an inquiry investigation. If you're not understanding any of the sections in your report that need to be included, you would want to click on that document and look at some of the notes and things I posted for those sections to help guide your writing and guide your content. Okay? Please click on the Scientific Inquiry Lab Design Sheet. That's the one you're going to use for your report. Okay, so the heading is at the top. Scientific inquiry is the title. The aim is use your knowledge of the scientific method to solve this problem and report your results. Be scientist, choose an experiment. So under propose a question, remember these bolded headings are going to be the things you're going to include in your report. Everything else is just a direction or an idea about the content that needs to go there. So when you look at propose a question, you see a bunch of questions like, what happens to the mass of gum when you chew it, right? That's a question you could choose to investigate. Here's another one. Does adding soap affect the number of drops of water that will fit on a penny? Okay. Here's a third one. Which paper airplane design will fly the farthest? Okay. So you can choose one of those. You can also choose something completely different. In no way should you be including all three as your question. Okay. So you're picking something that you're curious about, that you're interested in doing. I've showed you how to do the mystery box. I showed you how we did the cricket lab. That was an online lab. Now you're going to do a full investigation on your own about anything you want. If you're not sure what to do, or you don't want to take the time to look and find an experiment of your own, then pick one of the ones that I am giving you as a suggestion. The last idea here was you can create any question about bottle flipping, right? So let's say you don't know what you're going to do. I wonder what bottle flipping is. So you're going to go and click into your, your search bar on Google, and you're going to search bottle flipping. And why don't you do that with me while I'm doing it? Okay. On your screen, search bottle flipping. When you do that, a bunch of videos come up on what bottle flipping is. Bottle flipping Wikipedia, bottle flipping craze. A New York Times article comes up. The Physics of Bottle Flipping by Scientific American. So there's lots of information that comes up about bottle flipping that will give you ideas about what you can do for an experiment and what bottle flipping is. By the way, if you use information from any of these sites, these become your references that go into your report. So make sure you write them down and take note of where you're going for your information. So give me an example. What kind of manipulated variables can you choose, or what kind of questions can you make about bottle flipping? Have you ever bottle flipped before? So what kind of things can you come up with, right? You take a water bottle and you have some water and you flip it, right? So what kinds of things might affect the way it flips and lands on its base? Yes. How much water? So your question becomes, does the amount of water affect how a bottle will be flipped? Ashley? Absolutely. Will a bottle flip? Will it have a higher success rate of flipping on a smooth, slick surface or a rough surface? Right? Things like that. What else could you test? How about, does the type of bottle affect how it will flip? A water bottle versus a Gatorade bottle. Things like that. You can do that for any question you come up with. For instance, how would you test whether a paper airplane design, affects how far it will fly? Yes, Peyton.
Fly it.
Fly what?
The plane. The paper plane.
What are you going to change about flying a paper plane? What's your manipulated variable?
The amount of All set.
The type of design, right? You might make a jet plane versus a some kind of a glider plane, right? So that's your question, right? Your abstract, you're going to have, you're going to make that at the end when you're done with your experiment. That's your summary. Please make sure you note that you are going to give some references in your abstract, okay? Hypothesis gets restated. Experimental design, what kind of materials and equipment are you going to need, right? Remember, experimental design, nothing goes here because these things under experimental design are your parts of the experimental design. So materials and equipment, okay? Procedure or protocol, a numbered list, a manipulated variable, responding variable, and a control variable all identified, okay? For the results, there's a bunch of bullets down there. Those bullets will not be there when you submit your report. Do not include any of these bullets. Do not write your answers under the bullets. They are not questions to be answered. They are bullets to get you thinking about what you need for the results, right? So I've told you in the past, you're going to need a table, a graph, and an analysis. But you still have to decide what type of graph, bar graph versus line graph. You have to decide, am I going to keep a category for observations? What are the title headings going to be on my table? What are my measurements going to be, right? A lot of things to think about. Conclusion, the last part, okay, or the second to last part, you're going to summarize your findings. You're going to use recall again. These bullets will be gone. The only thing left will be that little bolded section conclusion with the colon after it. Everything else gets erased when you're done writing the report. You're using those bullets to make sure you have all the elements necessary. And the last thing, you're going to use your resources, okay? Again, all of this, including this link, will be gone. You are going to just simply write your resources in the proper format and list them under the resource section, okay?